Hello there, friends in Cathedral Land. Good morning to you. Good morning to my friends throughout the world. Good morning to Fred and Roxy and Caitlin, Charles and Glynis, to Austin and our good friends at the Joel Nafumi Refugee Center in Italy, Rome, to my friends throughout life, and of course to my mother. Good morning. Good morning, my friends. We have a special edition today. I am in St. Mark's Episcopal Church, now the parish of St. Mark's and St. John's in Jim Thorpe, Mock Chunk. And this is, of course, twofold important to me personally, and that is one, this is the place of my baptism and my raising in faith for all of those wonderful people who helped raise me and my contemporaries and generations in faith, Sunday school teachers, confirmation mentors, youth group leaders. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's also important because this is where the history of faith in this part of the diocese, particularly in the coal regions, began. And the founders of the cathedral, not then the cathedral, but of Nativity, are the same founders who founded this place. And that, of course, was William Sayer and his contemporaries who began to have morning prayer in the late 1829. They began to hold morning and evening prayer, and they eventually came together and established this parish. This is the second church on the site, the first built in, I think, 1835, and then this particular building was built in 1869. The previous church was washed away by floods. So it's a beautiful space, and the good people are allowing me to take video. And I want to show you quickly, just out of self-servingness, that is the place of my baptism and many others. many others were baptized right there. And a little piece of trivia, the two golden fixtures there are gas. They light up, and my grandfather installed the gas. Just a quick word, because there's a tour coming. There are two Louis Tiffany windows here. That is the breadth of my love window right there, which I'm going to come back to and say a word about, and the Road to Emmaus window. And I want to tell you that the Road to Emmaus window is the story, of course, of Jesus' resurrection appearance to the two strangers on the road who did not recognize him until he breaks bread with them. And that beautiful window is a testimony to that. The breadth of my love window, I'm going to say a word about, because this is a memorial to Lucy Packer Linderman, and she is the great-grandmother of Anne Shanley, member of Nativity. But it is a beautiful window. So there's your quick tour this morning, on this morning, mindful of our founders and our ancestry and their commitment to bringing faith and prayers. And it was certainly a lovely experience for me and my brothers and our family to have been raised in this space, a beautiful place of worship. But also, more importantly, it's the people. Ray Bartelt, our first Sunday school teacher, Violet Thomas, who we called our aunt, our Sunday school teacher, and so many people who raised us. And we're grateful. That reredos, by the way, the reredos is the Greek word for stone structure behind the altar. The reredos, some of you may or may not know, is a copy of the reredos that is found in the chapel, St. George's Chapel in the Windsor Castle. And if you were watching the royal wedding way back when Michael Curry preached that fantastic sermon, if you looked behind him, you would have seen the reredos, which is much smaller scale at St. George's Chapel. But you would have seen it in pictured behind Michael Curry. And I have such fond memories of being an acolyte, an altar boy, here on this altar, sitting up here, serving on Sunday mornings and on Christmas Eve. And I'll tell you a funny story. Sometimes we got to sit over here. The extra acolytes got to sit over here. And I will tell you that particularly when my brother Rob and I were serving on the altar together, there were moments where we had to contain our giggling for whatever reason, whatever might have struck our fancy. We would just giggle, laugh, and we felt kind of like no one was looking at us over there, but I look at it now and think they must have been. Anyway, my friends, peace to you. God bless you on this morning. Thanks for coming on the tour of St. Mark's Episcopal Church, now the gathering place for the parish of St. Mark and St. John's. Blessings. Have a great day.